Here we go.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt, the boy who had 7, and I want to say thank you so much for coming to check out an AOK. I'm freaking out a little bit, super excited, and man, I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I am very happy and very grateful and excited to be hanging out with you guys. So guess what? I've got 2 special guests that are coming along because this AOK came all the way from them. So let me welcome in my 2 friends, Man Cave Comics and Little G.
Hey, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Thank you, Matt, for having us on, man.
Oh, dude, thank me. Thank you guys.
Thanks for the great that fun show, man. Comic Gories.
It was
I've been giving out stuff firstly to people I appreciated directly who I've had good interactions with, and just watching your show has been I think who was saying it's the best show on in the comic community. I would say it's definitely the most engaging, for the whole community.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
I said that before I won it. He's accusing me of just I don't need to suck up now. I'm the champ, right?
That's what I was gonna say. So you come in like, hey guys, like I'm newer to the community, and I don't do much videos, but I show my man cave and I show my heat, and then you come in there and murder it, man. Dang.
Yeah, it was fun, man. You had me thinking about it, so you got me organizing the comics.
Yeah.
More than I've ever had to, and it was, and I, when it comes to the categories, it's a bit of if you get the luck of the categories, it helps.
I don't see much organizing around here.
He's looking at the chaos around here and commenting on the org. It's an organization that only I can understand and appreciate.
Organized chaos, right? You got it all right here. Man, I will tell you this, Little G. If you have your own collection, I'm thinking of getting some of the kids in the community to do a kids comic gory. You know what I mean? And I think it would be really fun to have those like you, 18 to 13, get in there and just go at it. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think, man?
Get your own. Yeah, I've given him lots of comics, but it's a mixed bag. It's a
for sure. That's how my Tim is. Timmy is 14, going to be 15, and he's got a lot of modern books and then just a splattering of older books, And he's got one slab, but I'm like, you know what? It would just be fun to get some of the teens to get in here and to have a blast, and So when the time's right, Little G, I'll reach out and be like, all right, man, I need to talk to your agent, get him in here.
Yeah, I've spoiled him because he can grab any of my comics whenever to look at them, to a limit. So
that's right.
And so but they're in slabs, so I feel bad about that. But I do have a lot of, omnibus type things that you can read. His brother reads a lot too. So there's
sweet, man.
I can't get his brother to get online. He's shy. He's just like, he's at that age, almost 15, where he's like too cool. He doesn't want
to. Too cool for school.
He's like, I'm not getting on there. But
that's cool, man. That's all right. Maybe one of these days he'll change his mind. Well, we got some people in here that came to hang out with us, so I want to go by really quick and say hi to everybody. And the Mortal Biggie Shack was in here, but he wasn't feeling well, so he went to take a nap. But he said hey, and he's excited, so that's cool. Hi, Leah, comic bro. I always feel like I say that wrong. Hi, Leah. He's gonna have to kick my butt next time. He's on Comic Gories in 2 weeks, so he'll tell me again how to say it. The Coach Vic 7, what's up, Coach? It's always good to see you, man. Thank you for stopping in, supporting. I appreciate you. Darren Harvey, what's up, Darren? How are you, man? Gomez, that boy with 7. That's right, my friend. What's up, Agu Ramos? Good to see you, man, lurking back there. Comic Mag Musings, thank you so much for the message you sent me earlier today. I appreciate that, man. Funk Comics 814, yo, what's up, man?
Say goodbye, Eli. Don't he's gonna be back. He's gonna be back.
Yo, we got Metarog chilling. Roger, what's up, my friend? Little G, go do his homework. That's awesome. Let's see who else. Timothy, what's up, Timothy? Love that name, man.
It's the irony of that, Matt, just real quick. He can't do his homework because I stole his computer. I called him up earlier. I said, you better get all your homework done because I'm stealing your computer.
I need the computer. That's awesome.
Gotta get my own computer.
Good stuff, man. With all my 7 kids at home, my wife is like, hey, we need another computer. And my 3 oldest that are in high school, they have their own computers from school.
Right.
And I still have the 4 younger ones. And so she's like, can they use this computer that I'm on? I'm like, no, this is my comic computer. Like,
Yeah. Nope, not gonna happen.
That's right. But I've been wanting to stream some video game stuff for my kids' YouTube channels. And so I'm like, okay, I can buy another computer, use it for the business, stream some video game stuff, and it'll be just for that. And then they can use it for school too. So we went out one more.
I had a tower model, an older one, 3-4 years old, and my older son uses it for school and Fortnite. So it's really not. I haven't used it in a year. I think.
Fortnite.
Yeah, he loves that. He's thinking of streaming and all that. And I'm like, go for it, do it.
Do it, man. I mean, you never know. All right, let's say we also got Southern Comic Geek in here. What's up, my friend? Magic Lasso. Whoop, whoop. Lasso. Cobra. What's up, Mike? Good to see you again, man. He says he likes that awesome hair that we're showing, dude.
Yes. The lack of it here, and then Eli little G takes it all. Takes it off for both of us. Yep. We got to give a shout out to Lucha for giving him that name, Little G. He loves that name.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Hialeah.
Mr. Gorell.
Yes.
Let's see here. We got Gomez. Los. Hey, Los, what's up, man? I was just looking at that AOK you sent me last week, dude, and I still love it, man. I'm just so grateful. Thank you, brother, for that. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hawaiian Punch. What's up, man? How you doing? Patrick Wall.
Kirby Fist.
That's right, man. Kirby Fist for sure. What's up, Patrick Wall? Good to see you, man. And let's see. There he is. Klaus. What's up, Geeky GMT? It's my boy from Sweden. Always good to have you in here. Perry. Perry's lurking. What's up, Perry?
Always lurking.
And Jack B. Jack B, what's up, my brother? Man, Jack B sent me an AOK as well. This is crazy. I've gotten like 4 AOKs in the last 2 weeks.
Nice.
And I'm just blown away. Like,
it's awesome. It's fun. It's fun to give and it's fun to receive in this one. Yeah. It's
amen, man.
Yeah.
I'm nervous. My stomach, I feel it.
Gray Man.
Hey, Gray Man, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for stopping in. Did I miss anybody? You see anybody in there?
If he missed you, he doesn't care about you. Get lost. Otherwise,
don't listen to this man. Awesome. No, they know you're joking. They know you're joking.
Well, it's funny. I have a sarcasm, and sometimes it doesn't work in chat and streams. So I know I've had a few like foul balls.
It's okay. I'm the same way, man.
Yeah.
I got a point. Let me see. I forget that I could put comments up on the screen, and I just love this comment. I'd rather Perry Comics be lurking than twerking.
Yeah, that would scare us all off for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
If he does that, he should do that in the safety of his own home with no one in sight.
That's right. Do what you want to do behind your own doors, man.
We don't need that would one up Vern for ridiculous if he did it online.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So Man Cave, I found your channel a couple months ago. I saw your video where you started going through and showing, all the slabs that you see behind you in your frames.
By high tech, by the phone, high tech, edited videos.
You know what? I'll tell you this: as someone that's watching, sometimes like the production, it makes a huge difference, right?
Yeah.
But if you have something that catches your eye, people are going to stay. And you got some heat on the walls, man.
I appreciate that. I try to bring something a little different or there. Yeah. So
I remember watching and I'm like, okay, this guy's in his basement or his man cave, whatever it is, showing his books. And then all of a sudden I see the books and then the next book and then the next book. And I'm like, oh, I want to watch this whole video and see everything he's got.
I appreciate it. Yeah. If you don't have the quality of production, at least the quality of what you're showing can make up for it. Rogers mentioned that too
Man, I am excited to see what else you bring out in Comic Gories because you killed it, man.
I appreciate it. Yeah, that was super fun. And I was pretty nervous, but it was a lot of fun. And DS is I felt a little bad beating DS because I love his stuff so much. He has amazing comics, but he doesn't like to collect a lot. So it's hard. I was thinking about it. If I just picked one box to go against DS, then what would happen? Because
Yeah.
Because that's what he's doing almost. Yeah. He's but
Man,
yeah, if Alex had the right categories, he has great stuff.
He does,
and
man.
He's more of a trash talker than I thought because he's so polite when you watch his videos. He's the nicest guy. Thinking, oh, this guy, he might get offended if I say something. And then he's poking at you. He's and he was nervous. He's like, I didn't offend you. And I'm like, no, trash talking is great. I love it.
Yeah, man. Alex is naturally a nice dude. And he's always, but it was cool. It's cool to see people's personalities come out.
Right.
And it was cool to see you bring the heat from your collection and your personality come out. I was like, look at this guy. New Mexico in the house.
That's right. Steve is a win. I see Steve Whiting and
hey, Steve.
And Rob Wurst is on next, right?
Yeah, Rob? So we're gonna have Rob Wurst, Karate Kevin, Superpower Review. And who am I missing?
Hialeah.
You and Hialeah, yeah, man. So everybody's it's gonna be fun, man. And the cool thing is now
Hialeah is my NWO boy, but I told him I'm not pulling punches if I get him. But I hope he kicks my butt. Honestly, I love him so much. If I go against him,
so good, man. Yeah, all those guys have been on the show. Hialeah, I think he was actually on the second episode ever of Comic Gories.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been a while. So I wanted to reach out to people that had been on the show and bring them back. So we might do that the next couple shows is bring people that have already played and get them back. And then we'll get a whole group of new people to come in and kick some butt. So what's up, Rod? Just a Rican. Thanks for hanging out, my friend. Rod. So, yeah, I try to get Steve in here. There's a lot of guys in the community that would love to be on the show. They just don't have their collection organized. And so, hey, poor Mike, what's up, homie?
He would be. He's so loved. He could pull out Archie for a horror comic and still win somehow.
He gives away everything, though, man.
That's true.
I love that guy, Stone Cold Steve. Man. Every day it's somebody posting something on Instagram with some heat. Great guy. Love you, Steve. What's up, Comic Don? Thanks for coming in, brother.
Don Dada. Oh no, Comic Don and Don Dada.
Yeah, he's chilling. Yeah. He's chilling in the back. Says Man Cave rules.
Well, he must have got an AOK
first episode. It was the first episode. So who was on the first episode then? Highlight. Remind me. It was you. Was it White Whale? Thanatos? I'm missing somebody, man. It's been
Bake was on earlier, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Bake the Snake. Yeah, because Bake. That's right. Because Bake the Snake won for like 10 weeks in a row, man.
Oh really? Nice. Yeah.
You know what? That's a good idea, Magic Lasso. He says that we should play Comic Gories where you can only use your AOKs. The AOKs you've got. That would be so much fun, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I actually have a box up here. Actually,
I think Matt would destroy. There's some people who've gotten a good amount, been here for a while. I'm collecting mine.
I like it, man. I've got this really. I think most people saw my last year's 12 Days of Christmas. I got a really cool idea for this year. We're going to switch it all up, and I'm going to try to get as many people in the community in it as possible. So everybody be looking forward to that. I'm going to let this whole epidemic, and I don't want to be telling people about giving gifts away and giving books away while everyone's hurting, Yeah. But if God willing, this thing goes away and people get, the economy gets back and people get back to work, we'll all be able to
well, that, your Christmas special is part of what helped me think, it's fun to give, and why not? And I've always tried to give a lot to charity every year. And I'm thinking I should do the same with comics. I get a lot of comics. Why not, show my appreciation and give it out there because believe me, I'm greedy when it comes to comics. I don't want to give away comics. I want to keep my comics. You kidding? I don't want to give any of my comics, but that's part of the discipline, man. You got to give it out. And then when I give it though, I love it. I love it. Yeah. I wasn't honestly when the first AOK I gave was with my my competition, and I gave an AOK to Bubs and Biggie Shack within the competition. Yeah. And I wasn't expecting a response, and it just it was nice. I was like, wow, that was worth it. I'm gonna do more of that. Yeah,
agree 100%.
Maybe it's greedy on my part. I mean, it might be a selfish thing because I get pleasure out of it, but whatever. I'll take it.
I don't think so, man. It's a good thing to give, man. And Like people say, it's better to give than to receive, and this community gives. So.
Well, and I heard you saying that you like to give anonymously usually, and I agree, because when I actually give donations yearly, it's all anonymous. I never put my name on anything I give to any charities.
Yeah.
But this is fun, and I know the community, and it's fun to be involved. I'm not going to be that generous. I'm going to be there with it, enjoy it too.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, there's so many people in the community that like love doing it, and it definitely is like, do I do it? Do I tell people? Do I not? And there's a reason to do both, you know?
Yeah.
And
Let me show you. I have to show you this AOK I got, man. I know this is I've gotten 2 AOKs, and I love them both. And let me grab them both, actually. Give me a second. Keep talking.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say hey to some of the guys that popped in.
Yeah. People rolled in.
Rod, Just a Rican, Poor Mike, the Comic Don. Let's see who else. I saw Just a Little Podcast pop in. Hey, Cookie, what's up, man? I also saw Unruly Simeon. What's up, Simeon? NYC, of course, he's here. Gomez, Barbarian. How'd it go yesterday, man? I kind of had to step away from YouTube and the phone last night, or my wife was going to kill me. So I put my phone down like around 4 p.m, and then I didn't get on it till like 10 at night. So hopefully everything went good yesterday with the sale, man. Let's see. Did I miss someone? I feel like I'm missing someone. But hey, thanks for showing up.
I agree with Unruly. He's like, giving is easier than getting. So getting, you almost feel like, you feel vulnerable when you get stuff,
Yeah.
Like, now I owe you something, or and I'm always, everybody says you don't owe me anything, you don't have to send it back, and I mean that. But there is, it's a little easier to give in a weird way. Doesn't make sense, but
no, I agree. So
man. My very first AOK was a nice cover. This is from Biggie, my boy Biggie. And it's a great war cover, man. I was ready to pull this out for any war covers. Just look at that grim soldier with the gun. It's just
that big.
Yeah. It's a great cover.
Man, that's beautiful, man. I was online with DS the other day. We were talking, and I was looking at some of the old battle comics, Marines in Battle, and that one came up, and we were discussing it because he picked it up recently.
Oh, he had DS has some great one. He has the one with the guy with the metal detector trying to get landmines, and that's great.
Gosh, man.
So that's a beautiful cover, and
wow.
I got this from first edition, a treasury.
Oh man, first edition, man. That guy's a killer.
Yeah. I got something on auction, and he added this in, and it's just. And I remember seeing this when I was a kid, when I was looking through comics. I love treasuries, but I didn't actually have this one. But it was in the always in the ads. You know how they always advertise for treasuries in those Bronze Age comics. So
that's a great book because the Batman logo is beautiful.
Yeah,
the pink in the back makes everything pop, and then you got individually the Joker, Catwoman, Penguin, right? Two-Face. So I think it looks great.
Matt, if you want to know the truth, I don't have a Batman family comic, and I was thinking of pulling that out and saying this is Batman's family, and I was going to actually say it must be his family, because otherwise he would just be like Punisher and get rid of all of them, and then we'd be done with him. But he likes to keep them around, so family. I don't know. I was thinking of tweaking it because I had no family. I have no Batman family whatsoever, and I got to show you my big AOK here.
Okay, let me make you big.
This touched me a lot, This is a unique comic. This is from Comic Head 84 here. His original art, sketch cover. He knows I like Golden Age. And what's more Golden Age than Hitler getting punched in the face?
Dang, man. 84. I wonder how close he is to 1,000. Everybody, if you haven't subbed up Comic Head 84, let's get it.
Sub up 84. And
wow. So,
I showed this on Biggie Shaq's channel a little bit ago, but it's worth showing them both again. It's just great. Yeah,
whoa! All of a sudden, I have a Comic Head 84 book right next to me too.
Oh, nice! Look at that! Look at that, baby.
The shadow.
That is great. I saw that. I saw that. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's awesome, man. Hey, God Tank, what's up, my Hogwarts alumni? Two brothers, what's up, two brothers? Good to see you, Area 51. Thank you guys for stopping in. We appreciate it. Simon R, what's up, what's up? Yeah, man. I mean, it feels like AOKs have been ramping up, and people have always done them. Like it's as long as I've been in this community now, it's been about 2.5 years, and I've seen them. But they are just going. You got Comic Books NYC always sending them. You got Steve Whiting always sending them. You know what I'm saying? And now you're seeing more people like jumping on that.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of it. I am, man. I'm the kind of person that's excited to see somebody win. I'm excited to see somebody get something. I like the feelings I get when somebody has something I don't have, and I'm like, yes, all right, now you inspired me. I'm gonna go get one too. We could be twins. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me happy.
I was a little intimidated sending you an AOK because you're a little more picky than a lot of So people might be intimidated because I have a nice collection. I feel very grateful for what I have, but I'm not. I actually love I love comics, so it's good. But you're a little more. You have refined taste. The white page 9.8. So I had to think, what can I give Matt that'll actually. I know you'd always be polite and nice and appreciate anything I'd ever give, but for sure. But I like to think about what people would like to have, and get a little data and send that. So that's the way. I don't tend to just send it out shotgun style, whatever, anything.
Yeah, and I like that because one of the special things about the 12 days of Christmas is how I got to know the people and pick what I was going to send them. I had to do a lot more listening. I had to do a lot more watching videos. I had to do a lot more liking posts and investigating. And it made me love these individuals even more than I already did, And
I pay attention because I know Funk Comics there needs a 266 X-Men, and I have one in mind. So
love
it. I know that John Comics and Kids liked the DC Comics Presents first appearance of Teen Titans I gave to Comics on the Mind. So I have one that I bought off the newsstand that I was going to potentially send. We'll see.
Oh man, that's awesome, man.
People don't tell me anything what they like already. They're like, I'm not saying nothing.
It's true. There's somebody in the community that I've been wanting to get for a while. And this is somebody that I want to send a lot of love to. And a lot of us know Daymares. And he does not let anybody know what he wants or what he needs.
I asked Unruly. I was like, "What do you not have?" And he's like, "I'm not telling you."
Yeah, exactly, man. But
I had to go in alternate sources. And, I have a lot of spies out there too, by the way.
That's right, man. Got you, right? Unruly, you're here. I see you.
Yeah. I have spies, so I figure out what people like. I see it.
Yeah, man. But no, it's exciting, and I love this community. You saw what happened with the OMG Chris auction and the donations, and yesterday we're on there live, and then all of a sudden we're at $9,500 and Daymares, and who was it? But we went over 10 grand. And it's like, oh my gosh, like look at all these people giving. So how blessed we are. And speaking to your earlier point, man, like I've had a lot of people message me like, I'm really scared to send you an AOK because of your taste. But man, everything and anything that I get, I appreciate it. I'm picky with what I spend my money on, but if someone's gifting me something, it's a gift, man, and I love it. But like you said earlier, like, you're going to detail it to a person. That's special too, so I just appreciate it, and I'm real grateful, and huge thank you to you, man.
Appreciate it. The other one I find hard is DS. I want an AOK DS, but he has he has high-end taste, man. I mean, he doesn't mess around. The comics he likes are esoteric and not cheap.
That dude does not. He doesn't buy anything like for his own collection under like $500, man. Yeah. Like he just doesn't. And most of his books are in above, 4 figures. So,
and if he buys something for $500, he's looking to flip it for $1,000 to get a 5,000, something bigger.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, he's clever. It's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Oh man, I love
I
that.
admire it. I admire it.
This is great. Hey, Gorilla Todd. So Gorilla Todd says, Matt, what are some of your favorite characters? So I don't know if you guys heard JP, but JP's hilarious. He knows that in my top 5 favorite characters, I have 25. I am so like, I think it's one of the reasons why I love the prequel Star Wars movies. A lot of people hate those, right? They're like, oh, the prequels are horrible compared to,
Right.
A New Hope and all those, But I just always get super excited about everything. And if something new happens, if I read a new book, all of a sudden this character jumps in front of that character,
You have the problem of liking too much.
Man, I like it all, man. I like I was never a big Doom fan. Like I like Doom. I love the Fantastic Four. It's one of my favorite things to collect are Fantastic Four books. But Doom was cool. And he was great and he's an awesome villain. And then I read books of Doom. And then I read Triumph and Torment, and he just like shot up. Like now I'm fascinated with Doom.
I heard you talking about that and I'm gonna have to check it out. I've only started coming back to reading comics more recently. I was reading a lot of independents, but I've started reading like Powers of X, House of X. I really enjoyed that. Daredevil, the new Daredevil. So I'm getting in the new Thor. I love that.
So awesome.
I'm looking forward to going back and reading some of these older things. Ones that have been going on that people love.
If you guys have not read Books of Doom, I cannot recommend it enough.
Yeah.
It is on Marvel Unlimited right now. You can read all 6 books, on there. And if you don't have Marvel Unlimited, you can do a week for free and then cancel it. You know what I mean? But like, it is so good that I'm like, wow.
I've never read a book online, and I don't know if I can read a comic book on a computer screen. I don't know, man. I might try though. Maybe I'll give it a go.
You know what?
I like paper in my hand, man.
I get it, man. I get it. Just with 7 kids and my wife and her seizures, and sometimes I gotta be lying in bed at night with all the lights off and just my iPad. You know what I mean? And if I had a flashlight on in my mouth, and then the page, it is just too much. So it's really like turned into something I love doing. When I used to take my kids to soccer, I would be at soccer practice Monday through Saturday, either practice or games. Like there was not a night I wasn't there. And it gets windy in El Paso. So I'd have my comics out there. And one day I was holding a nice comic, reading it, and the wind blew and it bent around my thumb. Oh, yeah. And I was like, no. So after that, I'm like, that's it. I'm just taking my iPad to practice.
Necessity. You had to do it for necessity's purpose.
Yeah, undercovers with flashlight. Scary. For sure, man. No, so I don't know. Like my staples have always been Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man and Batman. Those are my 2 favorite characters of all time. Really closely followed by a character that's been rising. And I've said this before. Everyone's heard it, but I did not like Superman when I was a kid because I grew up loving Dragon Ball Z, and there was always this whole comparison between Goku, the alien that came to Earth on a spaceship and landed and was raised by a nice uncle, and Superman who came to Earth, right? And so I was always like, oh yeah, anime and Goku will kick Superman's butt. But as I grew up, I fell in love with the death of Superman story. And then when I got back into comics in 2013, it was because of the Man of Steel. And slowly I've been reading more and more and more. And Superman, oh my gosh, he's probably number 2 up there now on DC.
Just more interesting. I mean, it's hard when you're as powerful.
Later, great man.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just want to say
no, don't worry. See someone new, you shout them out. Yeah. It's interesting that you're doing the Japanese connection because the Emperor during World War II, Tojo, his favorite, he liked Superman, actually. It's known.
Really?
Yeah, of course. And he was a fan of the whole idea of Superman. And even though Superman was always beaten on Japanese in the Golden Age comics.
But, oh man, I've been reading this baby right here, and even this, like a lot of people don't like to go back and read the originals because some of them don't age well. Yeah. But this book transports me to another time. Yeah. And I am so in love with this. Yesterday, I was reading Frank Miller's run with my son, Spider-Man run with my son. and it's about the story with Carry On. And we were sitting there and we had goosebumps. It was an AOK from Jack B, man. So we're sitting together, me and two of my sons, and we're reading this and having just this epic time. And I'm like, you know what? The next omnibus I'm getting is going to be Amazing Spider-Man. I got to do it now. I got to go back and read all those again. And I just love those old stories, man. So
good stuff.
Yeah. Let's see. Togo was in charge of their military. I think Hirohito was the emperor.
You're right. It's Hirohito. I've been corrected. So Hirohito was the one who repeated it. You can't get away with anything with the chat, man. You're right.
That's it. I thought Tojo was from Kansas, but once traveled to Oz. That's Toto, dude.
Yep. It's interesting because in Golden Age comics, they're both represented. They'll sometimes say Hirohito's being beat on, and sometimes Tojo, and you can't really tell the difference, really. These
guys are great, man. These guys are great. They'll keep us on our toes.
That's right. I love it.
So
I've learned a lot. The amount I've learned since being on this, being with this community is crazy. It's humbling.
That's right. Man. So I just love these old things, and Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. I love Thor, and I love Ghost Rider, and I love everybody. I can keep going.
You can't go wrong with any of those guys. So it's all good.
So anyway, man, you ready for me to open up this bad boy and see what's inside?
Now, Matt, I have to admit, I usually add a lot of extras, but I had little knowledge of you, so I was just like, I'm going to give him a good White Pages one. But I'll think about you for future add-ons here.
Oh man, you don't got to say anything like that. Whatever you sent me, I'm going to be thrilled. And I know I've got a huge clue. I know I've seen part of the book, but I can't wait to get in here and see it all, man. Here we go. Woo. There's a note. Should I?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing. I talk to people and I don't write elaborate notes, but I can't even remember what I wrote. I don't write a huge amount.
So it says, "Hey Matt, thanks for a great show and all you do for the community. It ain't a 9.8, but it does have White Pages, and it is 1 year shy of 70 years old. Cheers, Man Cave Comics. Dang. Okay, so this is definitely Golden Age then, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, guys. For those of you watching, I do not own a Golden Age book, and this is going to be my first one, which is an AOK from this man right here. So, thank you so much.
Don't blame me if you get the bug.
I've been looking at Golden Age stuff, man, and hey, Comic 884, what's up, man? Hey, do I have any moderators in here? Can you guys drop each other's links? Man Cave Comics and Roger, could you do it? And Comic Kid 84. That way we can get this guy 1,000 and get Man Cave over that. What was it? $199 that you had, or $299?
I think I had $199, but yeah. Subscriber count. Yeah. then I have to figure out a contest. Yep, which I'll do.
Man, just keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Appreciate it.
Good stuff. Golden Age. I'm so humbled you'd send me this, man. Like, I'm so excited. And for a long time, I'll be honest with you, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go Golden Age, what do I want to do? If I'm gonna go Golden Age, I don't want to get a bunch of different things. I want to concentrate on one. And I thought, should I do Superman? Should I do Batman? Should I do Shazam? And for a long time, man, I just been thinking about that question. Oh my god!
Well, from a monetary perspective, I would recommend Shazam because Batman and Superman it's money. This is Marvel's money too, but not like that.
This is crazy. This cover is insanely beautiful, man. White Pages, baby.
White Pages.
Boom. Look at that. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Shazam.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. 1951, my birthday month. Fawcett Publications. Yeah, October, man. So, dang, my parents.
Remind me who the artist is on that one, Matt, if you would.
Let's see. CC Beck cover.
Yeah, he's the guy who does most Captain Marvel. CC Beck. Yeah, he's the original.
Look at that. Origin and first appearance of King Cole. Savannah appearance. John Jarl-Tech story by Otto Binder. New and exciting adventures of the world's mightiest mortal. They're the greatest. Captain Marvel, 10 cent. A Fawcett publication, October. In this issue, Captain America meets the ancient villain. Oh, wow, guys. This is insane.
It has that golden age look too, man. That's just the classic.
This is it. This is crazy. Thank you so much, man.
A guy I get comics with got a pretty big collection of Captain Marvel, and that was part of a guy's collection. An individual who gave him who sold his whole collection, and he had a lot of Captain Marvel. Not the big ones, the first issues, but so it's part of his pedigree collection.
This is the oldest. Oh, look at that, Daisy. This is the oldest book in my collection now, by 9 years. Just took me to another level, man. First golden age.
My pleasure. The least I could do.
First Captain Marvel Fawcett book in my collection. And look at that. Just he's kneeling there holding it. You get a great shot of him in his uniform, and then you've got he's holding that Captain Marvel side, like, and then I love the beautiful like teal green of the cover. Yeah. It's just phenomenal. Wow. And it's white pages, y'all. Look at that. Yeah, man. Woo!
Not easy to find the white pages. I think DS showed a comic that was white pages in Comic Wars, which I was impressed with.
Yes,
that's not easy.
Both of those guys have some golden age white pages, man.
Yeah. Now, what I don't see are 9.8 golden age. That's hard to find. They're out there, but those are few and far between.
This is phenomenal. Okay, so I've always wondered, are all golden age books bigger than regular, like modern books?
Pretty much. I mean, there's probably a few exceptions, but for the most part, they are bigger. Yes. Now they got a little smaller in the 50s, and I'm not sure if that one did, but yeah, they tend to be. They're bigger. They're significantly bigger. The case is going to be the same. The comics.
I'm trying to see through it.
Yeah,
and I can see that it's wall to wall on this one almost, and this one has tons of space. Wow.
Oh, it's funny. It's very funny you have that comic. I just happen to have.
Oh, that's cool.
Little G has that comic, and he had it out.
Little G's the man.
Someone said Little G?
What up, Little G? Little G back in the house.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, man! Thank you from the bottom of my heart, man.
Very welcome.
Thank you so much. I own 3 Shazam books. Okay.
Yeah.
2 of them are, of course, Silver Age and beyond. And this is
Shazam one with the lightning bolt.
Yep, that's the one I have. I got that one, 9.8 white pages.
What about the Black Adam first appearance? The one where he's coming.
Actually, anonymously gifted that book by someone in the community, and to this day they won't let me say who they are. So, but that's really cool. 2 of my Shazam books are AOKs, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the.
Wow, man.
And that Shazam 9.8 went crazy high, and I think it's leveled out again. And I had it raw, and then it went nuts, so I went and had it graded. So I have a 9.4, but not to your.
Nice.
I don't have the first Black Adam.
Oh, I was looking for it for so long, and then I got it free in the mail.
First Black Adam period is Marvel Family #1.
Yeah,
that's a valuable comic.
Yeah. Yes, it's since the Golden Age, right? First Black Adam since the Golden Age. Wow, guys! Everyone's saying, "Wow." Sheesh. Welcome,
Marvel Family. I just have that one too, just as a.
Oh my gosh!
Gotta like that family portrait, right?
Awesome, man. Jeez. See,
This
and that's
one-
another omnibus I'd want to get.
1946, a little old, this one.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's.
Wow.
But I don't have Marvel. You know who has Crazy Captain Marvel comics, and he's been on video, so he doesn't mind. I don't think he minds because he's had it. The Great Legend.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has the first one, man.
Yeah, he
Number
has
one,
Wiz.
number two.
Yeah, Golden Age was weird, and Bubs does a good description of that. Why that is it? Because number one comics didn't sell because it wasn't proven, so they like to wheedle and call it a number two, and then supposedly shoppers would buy it more if it was a number two because it was a proven good story, which is an interest. I'd never heard that, but Bubs put that out there. So, yeah.
Gosh, man, yeah, I got a word bubble too.
Yes,
The greatest.
let me tell you, word bubbles are not common in Golden Age compared to modern and silver. Word bubbles are all out there. But maybe in the 50s they became more popular, but in the 1940s, word bubbles are not common.
Trying to get that white pages just to focus, but it's not doing it.
We can tell.
Ah, look at that. Just gorgeous, man. This book's older than my parents. I love it. Thank you guys. Got tons of congrats and appreciate you all, man. Wow. Later, Cookie. Take care, my friend. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, great man, still here. So great. Dang, I'm mesmerized by this, man. Holy cow. And I can use it tomorrow for first appearance Friday because it's the first appearance of King Cole.
Gotcha. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Wait, what's today? Thursday? Today's Thursday, right? No, today's Wednesday.
It is. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Yep.
Look at us, man. We didn't even know what day we're in.
Yeah.
Gosh.
The,
so epic, man.
Yeah. You're talking about the Instagram stuff.
Yeah.
First, yeah. I can't. I feel like if I go down the rabbit hole of starting to post on Instagram, I'll just never have any free time, man. So
It's
I take it in, but I don't participate much in Instagram. I'm in there though. It's a great way to communicate with you and people and message people, and look at what people are doing. And I appreciate what people do on it. But I'm like a black hole. Like people want me to do something, I'm like, not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think you have one picture on your Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was just a test picture. I joined Instagram just to keep an eye on my son who's on Instagram. I was like, I gotta watch what that boy's doing. And I took a picture of a bar that I had my bachelor party at called Doobies. That's on my Instagram. Bar in Philadelphia.
You know what, man? Like I used to post Monday through Saturday. I've always taken Sunday off, and I hope I don't offend people, man. But like Sunday is my day for God and family, so I don't watch anything on YouTube. I don't normally even look at my phone. Like at the end of the day, I'll have tons of messages and.
Hey,
but somebody invited me to be on their show. Two people have invited me to be on their show on Sundays, and I've had to turn it down because I just don't get on Sundays.
That's the old school way. Like the Sabbath. You get a religious. There's a lot of people who will take a whole day and not do anything, and there's nothing. Yeah. It's good to disconnect, honestly.
Yeah. It's nice. And so with Instagram, I started that on Saturday and Sunday too. So like Saturdays, I won't get on. The only time I will is if like I'll throw on like I'm doing couple gories this Saturday, so I'll throw it on the story. But I won't post anything on Saturdays. And it gives me that opportunity to like Monday through Friday work days. I'm working, I'm putting stuff on Instagram once a day, talking, communicating with people. But Saturday and Sunday, I pull back, man. I just kind of rest and then gear up for the following week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it makes me not go crazy, and it helps me to stay, like on top of my family life and everything.
Yeah. No, I think that's smart. You got to be able to push back and say, I need my own space.
Yeah. Hey, Daymars, what's up?
Steve, still there. So I appreciate you, Matt, and I appreciate John and everybody who, all you guys have done, and just the whole community. So I wish I could AOK everybody, and I'm working on it, but it's going to be slow, man. I got to slow down a little bit. Otherwise, I'll be like Steve and I'll be bereft of comics. No. I'm working on it. I have people in my crosshairs right now. And
man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see.
yeah.
I know one person that you're sending something to, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm excited about that one. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's all slow. It'll probably be May for the next wave, I call it. But it's fun. It's just so fun, and I don't feel like it's a burden, and I just enjoy it.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much.
It's good bribery for getting votes on the comic-gories too, I suppose.
If I could vote, it would have worked, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
good. I don't know your origin story, man. How did you get into doing YouTube, man?
I started off. I wanted comics in my man cave. I have people here to play poker with and stuff, and I just wanted comics, even though they have no idea like what I have on the wall. I could have a valuable comic on my wall, and they wouldn't have the first clue that it has any value. They're not comic people, but I liked it as a way to just decorate the man cave and appreciate comics. And I decided I wanted to send my brother a video of what was on my wall, but I couldn't get it like kept messing up. If I had more video, then I couldn't just send it by text. So at that point, I'd been on the internet and I saw some videos like ETA Nick and some little. I was like, you know what? People put stuff on the YouTube. I'll just do a YouTube channel, and I can tell my brother the channel, and he can look at comics when I put them up. Nice. So it was really a way to show my brother comics. That was the original intent. I had no intention of joining any kind of community and getting connections and enjoying as much as I have. So that was quite a nice unexpected surprise. And now I pretty much ignore my brother when I'm doing the videos. I'm like, oh yeah, he might watch this. So I got to be. He yelled at me once because there were breasts on one of the things, and he shows his kids. So yeah.
Like I guess you don't watch Inquiring Minds, man.
Yeah. Eileen's gonna yell at you.
Sorry, Eileen.
Two good guys here. I wonder who is he talking about? Someone in the chat? I don't know who he's talking about. Two great guys.
Bubs, what's up, man? Did you see this beauty? Yeah. White page.
Bubs just got a crazy comic, Matt.
Oh, the one with the beautiful girl on the cover?
Phantom Girl number 14, Matt Baker comic. That's a crazy grail. That's a beautiful comic. I think 17 is the only one that might be more. There's like it's up there. He'll tell me in 2 seconds if he's listening still. Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks, Patrick Wall, man. I appreciate you. You always support and acknowledge your beliefs, Matt, but you don't push it upon us. That's why I respect you, my friend. Always, man. Always, brother. Thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah. That's my origin story, my YouTube origin story. And even now I'll say I'm not out to get a lot of subscribers, man. I want people who appreciate what I do, just do it. But I don't need people who aren't interested. It's not that doesn't drive me. If I stay at 200 for the next 10 years, it's good, man. I have so many great connections now and so many people I admire. Like that's irrelevant. Yeah. But if you want to subscribe, do it. It's good. It's all good.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry. You know what? There are some shows that happen, and I don't know what it is. Just with my life schedule, I don't make it into those shows as much.
Yeah.
And I want to, man. And guys, trust me. Like Rod has a ton of shows that usually I'm either getting ready for one of my shows or it's Sunday and I don't get on YouTube. And I always feel so horrible because like Rod is the first person that ever gave me a super chat, you know?
Oh, is that right? Yeah, he's great.
I want to be there. I want to support him. So you guys, if I don't show up, I'm sorry. And even this, like with all my kids and everything that I got going on, shoot me a message and be like, hey, I'm going live today at this time. And that way it helps me, like, you know, because I get so many of the messages on my phone saying this person's going live, this person's going live, this person's going live. And after a while, you just used to seeing them. So
you get I get notifications. I just I'm with you. I wish I had more than 24 hours to repeat and watch. I'm always intending to watch a lot of things on replay.
Yeah.
I mean, and like No Faces Comic Chat happens to be at a time where I'm always at dinner or something. It's tough for me to get to it, but I watch it on rewind a lot of time. For instance, just since Bubs is on the thing, or it's hard to see all the things you want.
Yeah. There's not enough time, man. What I've been doing though, like this is my office for my business and for comic books, right? So I'll sit here and I'll throw on here on YouTube on the computer everyone's videos, and I'll just start playing and watching. So like yesterday, I watched Bub's video where he got the Phantom Girl. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So I had it playing, and then I'm over here, doing my work, listening, and then I'll hear something, and I'll jump up here and like, oh, that's awesome, and like time to then go back to work, and then come over here, and then I do the next video and the next video.
Yeah. There's a lot of great stuff out there, and it's hard to see it all. It's impossible.
Yeah, I can hear the feedback too, Area 51. I'm not sure what it is, man.
It's probably my fault. Something I'm doing.
Do you got YouTube playing too?
Nope.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. Echo.
If you mute me, does it go away? Sometimes. Hello.
Let me see. I'm going to mute you now. Try it. Let's see. I'm talking now. Yeah, it's probably you, brother.
I don't know what I did. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds a little bit better now. I can't hear it as much, so. It's your giant personality, man.
Yeah, that one I can potentially diagnose, but fixing it, forget it. We're done.
Check this out. The sound is bouncing off these two handsome domes.
Yeah, we got some domes, don't we?
That's awesome. Yeah. Man.
I don't miss hair at all. Do you miss hair, Matt?
You know what? Sometimes I do. I'll be honest, man. Like when I was in high school, I would start my day, and after I was all ready and everything, the last thing I'd do before I headed to school was I'd look in the mirror, and if I had a good hair day, because I had some hair, man. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm going to rule this world, man. And I'd walk out the door, and all day I'd just be like, So sometimes I'll get showered, get ready, and then I'm look at the mirror right before I leave. I'm like, oh, crap, I'm bald.
Yeah, you see yourself, you're like, who's that? Yeah.
Who's this guy right here,
Yeah.
But my kids always laugh at me. They're like, Dad, if you had hair, they start laughing. You look so funny, so they like me like this. The wife, she likes me like this,
What I don't think my hair was never all that, so I don't miss it. But I found it annoying. And if knowing what I know now, I probably would have shaved my head even before I lost my hair. It's like,
right? No,
it's easy. That's for sure.
I get sunburned so bad though all the time because I'll forget. Like I'm going to a soccer game and I'm like, I forgot to bring my hat, and I get there.
That's because you live in El Paso, man. That's a hot spot.
It is a hot spot, and it's a sunny spot, man.
In the Northeast,
Mr. Corral, you got hair. So does little G.
Yes, he does. At my age, we'll see if.
Raindrops hit me right in the bird's nest. Drives me crazy. Hey, Gino, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, man.
Gino. Yeah.
Oh man, my real hairline is I've got the horseshoe going like right around.
Oh yeah, mine's gone farther and farther back. It's just not even. Yeah, there's some back here, but little G actually cuts my hair.
Does he really?
Yeah, he pulls out the number 2, does the whole thing. My wife takes a look at it and will sometimes clean it up, but he can do he does the whole thing right now. It's cheap.
Cheap cut. Go, little G.
Yeah. No.
He already just messaged me. YouTube notifications suck. I'm going to your channel right now.
Yes, they're annoying.
All the time, man. Like I've been noticing that I will sub people and been subbed to them for years, and then I go to their channel and I'm unsubbed.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, what the heck? So I resub them, and I don't see any problems with them. But that's happened to me now, like with 15 people.
Yeah, there's some weird. And plus, the things you want a notification, you can't find it. It's on a channel you're sub to, and you still can't find. You have to it's weird. Yeah, I was trying to find the hunt, I think, and it wasn't. Even though I'm subscribed to Tony, I couldn't. It wasn't. Yeah. It was on, and I knew it was on, and it was weird. Yeah, it sometimes has some gremlins.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
So what are your like? I've seen so much stuff from your collection. What are you going after nowadays? Like, what are the things that you like? I like the 9.8 white page moderns. I like white pages with Silver Age keys. But what do you go after, man?
My problem is I am like DS is a focus collector. I'm the opposite. I'm an unfocused collector.
Really?
So, I mean, I I don't go for runs anymore. I have runs. I've gotten rid of most of my runs. When it comes to older books, I just try to get things that had meaning for me, have value, or intrinsic keys or something like that. Or if they have great covers, I just go for. But I love World War II. So Golden Age, 1946 and earlier. Love pretty much any war or superhero Golden Age before 1946. Then I love the Atomic Age, which is when I showed that Submariner, that's an Atomic Age.
Yeah.
The one where he was taking the scuba diver, the Soviet scuba diver, and unplugging him. So those, I love the Atomic Age stuff, and but then I love Bronze. Bronze Age is where I grew up reading comics, so I'm always looking that I like reading them, and so I have a lot of that. And silver, bronze, DC, Marvel, Independent.
In your top 5, you have 25, man.
I love the Turok. I like, I'm trying right now. I'm just trying to get like my like Magnus Robot Fighter, the old. I have #1, but I don't have any of the old Gold Key ones. So there's it's all over the place, Matt. But I'm an opportunist, so if something becomes available, then I'll look. If I can get it, I'll get it. And it's all over the place. It's the worst type of thing because it's just not cheap and it's not feasible and it just never ends.
Yeah,
it's.
I blew through my budget for this year. With the 2 books that I got, the Hulk one and the ASM for my wife, right?
That was some good stuff, though. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. But so my wife's like, yeah, you cannot spend our money. So I've been selling a lot of books, and what I do, and I don't tell many people this, but I just don't want people to get in trouble with like borrowing money and credit lines.
Yeah.
But I have a set amount of cash that I spend every year for comics, and I have that aside already, right? But then what I do. Sorry. My text message is going off. So, but what I do is I'll take 1 big book a year on my PayPal credit. So sometimes they'll offer 0% interest for 24 months.
Gotcha.
And so that's how I went and hit my Hulk one. Right. And so my wife's like, when you start paying that off, it all has to come from your comic book budget.
Right.
And so I've been selling tons of books, and I've been putting a certain amount down on that, and I'll pay that Hulk off this year.
Yeah.
But lately I've been seeing books from this was on my 2019 wish list, and I couldn't find it in a 7.5 white pages, and I finally did, Yeah. So I'm like, I have my money for my Hulk one. My wife's going to kill me, but I'm selling stuff. And so I ended up selling my Marvel Premiere #1 signed by Stan Lee.
Okay.
And I made like a $450 profit on that one.
Nice.
And so I took some of that money, put it in the Hulk fund, and then bought this book,
Right.
So I said I wasn't going to get anything, but those opportunities kind of have
tough, and if you have specific things that you look for, those things don't pop up too often. You have to, but you're doing it the smart way, which is to take your other books and use that as equity. I mean, Whodat, DS, they're masters at that, getting comics and turning them over and buying bigger grails.
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's the way. That's the way to do it without going bankrupt. And I mean, I have one of my few friends who I actually see in person, who's not a YouTube guy. He loves comics. He's always saying, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. But he buys 30 things a week on a pull list. I'm like, dude, you save. If you just hold off on that for 3 months, you would have what you want. But he won't do it.
Yeah, it's true, man. The thing that makes it work for me is that I have a ton of money saved up to pay off the Hulk, but I'm only putting a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And I have a ton of books that I want to get rid of. I've got a whole short box of keys, man, and graded keys, like I've got an Amazing Spider-Man 129, 9.2 white pages that I'm going to sell once the Punisher is in the MCU,
Right.
I also got another 7.5 white pages.
You're being smart about when to sell too. Yep.
So, I mean, I just slowly sell them when they get hot. I recently just upgraded my Swamp Thing, my House of Secrets too.
Yeah.
And the reason I did that is because Superpower Review is going to buy my old copy, and then I'm able to get a new copy plus a little bit extra, money.
And that's nice because you have connections in the community, so you can make that work a lot easier without having to deal with the fees and everything. Which so House of Secrets 92, what are you upgrading to, if I may ask? It's a
I'll grab it and show you. You guys can see it.
Yeah, I love that comic. Bernie Wrightson's.
I want to settle on a specific grade, so this one I will update one of these days too. But I got as close as I can to that one grade, and 8.5 white pages.
That's beautiful.
So
that's one of my favorite covers, and Bernie Wrightson is just one of my favorite artists for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There's an artist. I don't want to put it in front of this, so there's an artist on YouTube that takes a humongous big old canvas and he recreates comic book covers. And so Reggie collects?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know personally, but yeah.
49 that he has behind him.
Yep.
This artist did that piece.
I
reached out to Reggie and I'm like, hey Reggie, where'd you get that, bro? Because I want one too. And he's like, oh, this guy, here's his info. So I messaged that guy, and I've already gotten on his list. He won't be able to make mine till March 2021. Good
for him. Yeah.
But so right now I have him making me an Avengers 57 because that first Vision cover that's all red and pink and white, like it's glorious. But my wife the other day, she's like, I really want one of these. This is my favorite, one of my favorite comic book covers I've seen. So
great.
I've got a year almost to decide if I'm going to have him do this one, and then that way I can have it in here because the wife wants it too,
Wow. So
I'll do one of those two.
But, if you can keep your wife happy with your comic collecting, do it.
Yeah.
Forget about keeping her happy. I mean, happy with your comic collecting. That's a challenge too. Yeah, that's great, man. That's a beautiful book. And,
it is, man. I mean, I eventually want the 9.0 and then I'll be done. I'll be good to go. But I love Swamp Thing. As we were talking earlier, I'm going to start liquidating my collection again. I did it last year.
Your 1 through 20, the first Silver Age, the first Bronze Age, or the one with Alan Moore, the later one? Which
I like the one from this one to number 1 and on. Like I haven't even gotten to Alan Moore yet.
Yeah,
and I already am in love with this character and the writing and the art by Bernie. Man, like
I'll say for Swamp Thing, the Alan Moore series is great, but even the 90s, it got a little wacky, but it was really well done. Yeah. It was a very good storyline. I thought it was it almost became like a Vertigo comic sort of line. It was very intelligently written, and just the storylines are great. Yeah.
I just finished yesterday V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah,
I hadn't read that one before, and I read that. I finished that yesterday, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And right now, it's upstairs in my room. But I just started. It was another AOK from Jack B. I just started. I Am Legend.
Gotcha. I haven't read that one. Yeah, I haven't read that one.
It is so good. It's so good. What's up, 90?
90.
So, there's so much good stuff to read. And I've kind of decided I'm running out of room. I put all my modern books. Like what I do is I'll read my pools that I get every week. And I get a lot, man. I really do. I usually get anywhere from 10 to 25 books a week, depending on the week and what's coming out, right? And then I'll read them, and then I'll throw them in a short box that's empty. I'll put my Marvel in here, my DC here, and then a month later, when they're full, I'll get them and put them in these. And my DC is tapped out. There's no space to put anything else. And so I started pulling stuff out that I could get rid of, and then I started thinking to myself,
space is an issue. Space is because if you get a lot of pulls, and it's. Yep. I've been getting more and more pulls, and it does start to go, what am I going to do with this? And the
thing is, would I rather have like the whole Red Hood run, which I love Red Hood.
Yeah.
Right now, or would I rather have the whole Swamp Thing run from House of Secrets 92 and on? Yeah. I'd rather have the Swamp Thing, Yeah. Would I rather have X-Men, the whole X-Men titled House of X and Powers of X? It was great. Or would I rather have ASM AF-15 and up?
Yeah.
I'd rather have ASM, you know?
That's the way I look at it for real collecting. For stuff I want to keep in my collection, I go for the higher value, less space needed.
Yep.
Because even then, I can't get whole. If you get a whole run, it's tough. Though ASM is one of the few that I'm thinking, 1 through 50 would be great. But I actually traded up a lot of those, so I almost have barely any ASM at this point because I got some bigger Golden Age stuff with it. So yeah, I miss it though. I miss it. As I said, I don't sell comics too often, but I will trade to get stuff. A lot of times to get bigger books, it's a matter of trading books you have plus some cash, and that's the way a lot of it's done.
Yeah, man. I often think, okay, I'd love to get Fantastic Four run, ASM run, Swamp Thing run, and Journey and Mystery into Thor run. Those would be some that I would absolutely just love to have.
Yeah.
And I'd also love to throw Daredevil in there. But then I start thinking, okay, then I'd also like to throw. But for what I'm going to do right now is I am going to go through my boxes and I'm going to pull out great stories and great runs that they're just going to have to be cut out of the collection for room.
Yeah.
And, I spent maybe $150 on the full Batman run, right? And I'll sell it to somebody for 50, and I got my read out of it and they get the whole run and it'll fit in their collection. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Now you told me you really like Batman. Do you have the Bronze Age Batman runs? Because those are great.
So I have a ton of Batman. He takes up 3 boxes.
Yeah.
And he's one I won't get rid of. But I will get rid of I'm even on the fence with that. Maybe that was the wrong one to bring up, but like the King run, I didn't love the King run. And so I'm always like, if somebody really wants this whole run, but the King run started out amazing and it was such a good read that I'd want to keep like issues 1 through maybe 30.
Yeah.
And then after that, I really didn't care, And
the problem with adhering to one character is they don't always write the character well.
Yes.
From any name a character, there's a storyline in there that's not great somewhere.
Yeah. Very true. And my thing too is that I'm getting a lot on, like I said earlier, and I know a lot of people don't like this, but I'm reading and buying a lot of my stuff digitally.
Yeah.
So like I've got tons of Superman reads, like Superman Red Sun's one that I just watched the movie the other day, so it's in my head. I just bought that digitally, so it's not taking space.
Yeah.
I've got it digitally, and so there's a lot of stuff that I may move over to digital and get rid of, and because I've got the full. I can't go over the list, but I got so many full complete runs and stories, and I'm like, I love them, and I don't know which ones. Like the ones I won't get rid of are Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War, Infinity Crusade.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite story of all time. I probably won't get rid of Death of Superman the first time.
Great storylines. Those are well written 90s. And I had all those, and I gave them back to my brother. So I had a lot of comics that I collected over the 1970s, 80s, 90s with my brother equally collected with me, and I kept them for many decades. And little G and I packed up 40 to 50 medium boxes and long boxes. It was a lot in a minivan. We fit it. It was like you couldn't even see out the back window, the rearview mirror, and we drove it to my brother 11 hours later. And it's his now. So all the now that I'm in this comic community, every once in a while I'll see a comic like, oh, I sent him a real Grail. I didn't even know it. We're all sort of beat though, because we read them, man. We liked comics and we fancied ourselves collectors, but we didn't. Yeah. We would we just handled them too much to really keep them in great condition. Yeah. Some really did well though. Yeah, some I won't say they're all beat up, but man, like the later ones, I like my ASM 300 is an 8.5, and that's when I got off the spinner rack. So I actually did keep that. I was old enough that I kept it in good condition, but the stuff I had when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, that was beat up.
I've got my first comic I ever bought on my wall right here, and there's so many color breaking ticks on that thing and like bends, but it was well read and loved,
Yeah, whatever I originally bought is long gone. Though I did have one. I had a Fantastic Four number 10 that I bought in a flea market, $10, and it was so beat up I couldn't sell it for $10 now. Even then, it was just like tape all over it. But I got it, and I wish I'd kept it because you guys would just crack up to see how beat up this comic was. But I sent that to my brother as well. It's somewhere, but I don't know.
I would love seeing that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to get rid of stuff like you guys did, to put it in and get rid of it. But
yeah, it's a space thing, and yeah. But if you have 7 kids, so one of them might really love comics, and or hopefully more of them, hopefully a bunch of them. So then you have something.
Yeah, each of them has their own little short box, and some of them is more full than others. But my son Tim, he's a Spider-Man, Daredevil, Ghost Rider, Hal Jordan fan. Those are his 4 favorites.
Yeah.
So anytime I get some of those, I'll just get them together, put them in a box, and then give them to him. Yeah. So
little G likes Flash and Green Arrow pretty much because of the show first. The show turned him on. He loved those shows, but yeah, he likes anything.
Those are 2 shows that we watched as a family all the time.
Biggie Shaq gave little G a AOK, and he's trying to teach him. He's already given him some ideas. Biggie Shaq. Cover. I love it. In about 2 years, he'll appreciate that comic a little more, maybe.
That's right. You'll get it. Once he's 20, right?
So.
Oh man.
But Matt, I really appreciate you having me on. I actually have to jet.
All right, we'll do it. We'll call it a day, man. But
it was from my heart to send you this, man. I'm glad you appreciate it and everything you do for the community, man, and what you did for raising money for Chris and you're obviously a good guy, and you do good stuff. So what can I say?
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I'm grateful for this, and will always be in my collection.
All right.
Thank you so much, man.
You're very welcome, man.
All right, everyone. Well, we got to take off. Thank you for being here.
Great, man.
Tons. But we're out of here. So we will see you later.
See ya.
Manage.